Welcome in, guys, to another fantastic video. The milkman is here. We got some Altadena vitamin D milk. What we're going to do today is we're going to watch this amazing Scientology video right now, but we're going to play a little bit of a drinking game too. So I got some milk and I got some cookies. I also have AI voices in my Kick live stream that I'm doing right now. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to hear random voices. Some sound like L. Ron Hubbard, some sound like me, some sound like Janice. Just understand that's having fun in the stream. But what I was thinking, if it says Scientology, we take a drink. If it says Thetans, we take a drink. If it says L. Ron Hubbard, we take a drink. Then if it says Xenu, if we get hit with a Xenu, we get a cookie, okay? So I think that's the rules. Okay, let's begin. So I saw this guy, Emil Bola. Looks like he just has music videos on his channel. And then he just out of nowhere 2 days ago made this video. I secretly joined a cult and no one knew. And it's the nice Scientology Center. The video seems to be doing super good for a random channel. So I think this is going to be extremely interesting.
I'm so relieved I get to finally make this video.
I have a question for you on this test.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the questions?
We'll stay for as much of it as we can. We must be out shortly, though. We must be out shortly.
Unless you've been living under a rock like good old Patrick Starr, there are a lot of pretty big things that have happened in the past 7 or so years. World War II, partnership and sudden breakup of Donald Musk and Elon Trump, passenger pigeon going extinct, Sydney Sweeney selling her bathwater, and Scientology. Hearing about this blasphemy, I wasn't gonna just let things slide. I had to
said
take
the first
matters
one.
into my own
Take a
hands,
sip.
my own little grippers, my paws. I had to take it all in, so I did it. I bought Sydney Sweeney's bathwater after I joined Scientology.
Oh, take another one. We are cooked.
Growing up until the very last week of 8th grade. And so until then, I've always been fascinated in all things religion, culture, geography, human body, particularly what's in between and even cults, guns. So you best believe that when the Church of Scientology opened up near me, I had to be the one to go there. Not many times.
Feel free to play along at home.
Where people have been able to do so while recording or making it public. And if they ever did, it was only for a day, not even a few hours. So we planned it out. Planned it out the way we should. We didn't want to go in with this whole let's take down Scientology point of view, because as we see time and time again, that's never been successful.
Wait, that was another one.
Tries ended up nearly regretting it. We went in with a very neutral stance. None of this was an attempt to expose or reveal any secrets about Scientology. It was more
Take another one.
We have look. If you want to join. This is what it looks like, at least based off our experience. If you know anything about Scientology, you're probably familiar with the fact that the most popular tactic they use is having an employee wait outside their church, like your ex-girlfriend at a Hello Kitty pop-up chart, just passing out pamphlets that people
you gotta remind me if I missed one.
And so we had to pose as one of these people walking by, because Scientology does not really want people who know about Scientology, believe it or not. Just like that old man from Family Guy, they want to reel you in when you're most vulnerable. So let's get into it.
No, I never heard of him. Do you know Greg Curdo?
I've heard of him.
You have?
This is the recruiter?
Okay, so I found Scientology from him.
Correct.
Oh my god,
his wife was an actress, and he's like this amazing,
awesome
guy.
You have connections to him?
I do.
Damn, you're cool.
Well, I mean, I'm not like best friends with him.
Yeah.
He just knew my team that I was working with in California.
I feel that.
I wonder what city this
Do you
is.
need help?
No.
Oh, okay.
So will I be like spiritually awakened if I go in there?
Spiritually awakened.
To be honest, I think that like because you guys are already like actually more aware of wanting to know if there is something, I think you're already more awake than most people.
Yeah.
Versus some people are not really there at all. Like they don't really.
I'm like
care.
NPCs.
And how long have you been a part of Scientology?
I've been working here as a volunteer for 1 year.
For 1 year?
Yeah.
And what was your name again? Nice to
I
meet
can
you.
fix it,
Tyrone.
damn.
Tyrone and Tony.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we went in with fake names. Obviously, we was not finna give them our real name. I don't even give my girlfriend my real name. And that's because I don't even got a girlfriend. But besides that, I'm Tyrone Duryanovich. That's
This
Tony
guy's funny.
Balsakovich. To be fair, it's Tony Balsakovich, but because the way it's spelled, they said Balsakovich, which is perfect. You may recognize him from this one song.
To Amazon to get you a frame antenna. It intercepts the signal of a key fob up to 30 feet.
So we got to do the same thing as the first guy who knocks out an all-boys sleepover. Take it inside.
Oh, you want to come with me?
Yeah, if we're able to.
You were gonna say something? Were you? So it's kind of addressed as
She was the
just
recruiter?
the history of it. So it used to be like a art craft building, so it's now we restored it to its former glory. So it's basically like a historic landmark, this whole thing. It's mainly like where I work and volunteer.
Awesome.
She really said volunteer. One of the biggest rumors about Scientology, the human trafficking accusations between employees. We see time and
Wait, he
time
said
again
one.
that some are required to work over 100 hours a week for under $50. That's not $50 a day. That's $50 total for that week. They call these the Sea Org. Scientology basically moves in phases. What sucks about being part of the Sea Org, in my opinion, is
We've
that
done quite a
you're
bit already.
basically the bottom of the food chain. Because most of the time, you can't even move up. You're working really long hours for really low pay for the excuse that your room and board is covered. A tiny room you might have to share with 6 people too. When being a part of the Sea Org, you're not allowed to convey any concepts of Scientology into your own
Oh my
words
God.
whatsoever. Or have kids, get married outside of the religion. Otherwise, you're facing disconnection, which is indeed the process of removal from the whole religion. After disconnection, you can't talk about anything Scientology.
We know a little bit about
related.
disconnection,
You also
don't
can't
we?
talk to anybody in Scientology. Your friends, your family.
You might want to
Whoever's
switch
a
that
part of
milk.
it still is not allowed to talk to either. Otherwise, they're also facing disconnection, and you're probably going to face potentially even worse things. And on top of that, you're often the one who has to take all the shit and all the blame for the controversy revolved around the religion you're a part of. Because the people who really benefit off this so-called religion are the ones at the top. And they're not even the ones who have to slave outside and get practically harassed all day long, which are said to be either OT8,
Yeah, it must be
OT10,
rough
or
to be out the
OT11.
front
This
there.
falls in line with the secrecy of the religion, as nobody even knows who these individuals are. These are not to be spoken about if you're in the cult, and if you do just so happen to ask the wrong person, guess what? Disconnection.
Hi, welcome in.
Hello.
If you guys could just fill this out, put your name and like what you're interested in. I think it says
They got the best.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Your name?
Must I put all this info?
No, I'm gonna help you with it because you won't know all this info. Anyways.
Alrighty.
Because if you haven't seen certain things, you won't know, but I'll go over it with you. So you just put your name, the date, which today is the 20th, May 20th.
Yeah, we actually convinced her we're so fucking stupid we didn't know the date.
Your current address,
Must I put that?
if you don't mind. That would be
I
great.
would prefer not to, yeah. I
Oh,
don't
you
really give many
Just put your phone
places.
number.
Sounds good. I just checked that I got a
Yeah.
new phone.
If you don't want to, that's fine. Sometimes they'll send you, well, me, because they
Yeah.
literally go to me, like an information packet or
Yeah.
whatever.
Two things. One, anybody who puts their real address or info ends up getting contacted by them for the next, really goes over 40 years. That's not a myth. People who've done it 40 years ago have confirmed that. Two, ignore Tinder. I only used it for one day. It wasn't going good. I promise I deleted
I
it.
had a friend that was
Nothing
in
wrong with having it.
Scientology back- He lived. No.
Oh, there we go.
Gosh, I
He's
guess
no
you
longer a
put
part of it.
friend, maybe?
Yeah.
What
Uh-oh.
happened?
He didn't really tell me much. I haven't spoke to him much since then, but
Have you heard of the Scientology network?
no.
Put no, and then you can just skip to the bottom, and then it
Sounds
says
good.
what are you most interested in, and then it'll say like personality test or whatever.
Alright. Look
Yeah.
at that and the Dynetics.
They're nice looking phones.
You're most interested in, and then I can actually show it to you.
Alrighty.
So if I check mark all of these, you can show all of it to me.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
Or
be
you
here
can
for a
do like
minute.
you can do a
Even this Joe Biden has motherfucker laughing. Oh my god, you know damn well he been here for
self-guided tour as well. There you go. But actually, it's really simple. Like even if I were to show you everything, it would take like 5 minutes.
Have a successful marriage, how to raise a happy family.
Yeah, we have all those things here. They're all called life improvement courses.
I've already drunk so much.
It depends on the person.
So if a person got no morals or values, they could come here and learn morals and values.
Yeah, there's a personal values and integrity course you can do.
So you guys have like all the answers. The majority.
I think the books are like $60.
Remember when I said the main job of the Sea Org was to sell the books and basically hold the front? That's Dianetics. L. Ron Hubbard, the failed science fiction writer
L. Ron
who created
Hubbard,
the religion of
Scientology.
the 50s, is worshipped beyond the role of Jesus in Christianity. He is basically glazed more than a Krispy Kreme kitchen. Ironic considering he himself has a quote along the lines of, "You don't get rich writing fiction, you get rich making a religion." If you bring this up to a Scientologist,
Oh my god.
you're cooked.
I'll count
Anytime L. Ron
Scientologists.
Hubbard is brought up, we basically have to take the thank you bounces that you see on TikTok. If you don't know what that means, you're probably employed. It basically is just writing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You get like a
What
free
the heck?
session,
Alright.
which normally costs $125, but you get it for free here.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you guys will be here for, but I would totally jump on that.
We're in town for like the week, but we may come back to Chicago. How you doing?
Oh yeah. What's your name?
Tony.
Tony?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tyrone.
Tyrone. Wow, T. I love that T name.
Yeah.
Love it. I love this hat.
I appreciate it.
Super cool. Show you around?
So they specifically came in to do the personality test.
No way, let's do it.
Alrighty.
No way!
Sounds good.
Look how friendly they are, guys. She seems sweet. Tyrone is
Morning.
wild. He should have done Leroy
My days are the
Jenkins.
same, ma'am. I apologize.
That fake ass laugh was OD. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was pitiful.
Have a seat.
Alrighty.
Have a seat. We just opened about a year ago.
Na je najcisz me.
Well, I'll explain it. This is the answer sheet, okay? It's not a time test. Take as long as you want. There's no wrong answers, okay?
Alrighty.
I'm gonna print one more of those because they're just a really hot commodity.
He has meta glasses, you think?
You know, you might have them around.
Great pencils. It's just shiny.
He
Like my
didn't say,
teacher.
huh?
I don't know, especially if we stay here
They would instantly
Yeah.
notice the meta
without
glasses.
everything.
I want my organization full of attractive, outgoing young ladies.
Yeah, Tony, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tony can get started. So fill in your information. You'll
Yeah.
see a minus, and then an M, and then a plus. So minus is no, M is maybe,
Alright.
plus is yes.
Plus.
So just answer it as like truthfully as possible on how you feel right now. Not like, well, when I was 6, I did this once. But
Alright.
like, how would you feel right in this present?
They all
Sounds
dress like
good.
that.
We just input it, and it comes out in this graph, and we'll go over your results.
Yo, I was gonna put my ex's address.
Go ahead, bro.
I feel like he's in a city where Scientology is not as popular. Because if you try to do this shit in LA, they're noticing straight away with the glasses. There's no way they don't notice, I feel like.
You will not get any dirt on me.
Fine shit. What was the blonde chick's name? again?
X's address is savage.
Scientology shit.
Chicago.
Scientology shit. Whoa. Hey, she said no talking though.
Big fat cow.
What if at some point during the tour we're walking and the and the and the piano falls off my head. I'm sure. I'm pissing, bro.
How is no one supervising them? They're just home alone right now.
Whoop, dude.
Couple of bros home alone.
Oh, hell, whoop.
Beautiful. Okay, good. That's what I created for you, and then
Perfect.
at this time you can just.
Look, she's just
Wait, I wanna show
chilling.
you something. So
What do you think she's doing? Like seriously, what do you think she's doing right here? Like they're busy. What is she doing right now? Look, she's got the Stanley, got the fit.
Drink that cow.
Got-
They said my magic word. You dare disobey.
When did I miss one?
Perfect.
at this time you can just. Like I wanted to show you something. So okay, this is Dynetics. This is Scientology. So
Awesome.
I'm just
Hell
gonna show you
yeah.
the intro video while I grade it, so that you're like entertained
Yeah.
and you can learn at the same time. But yeah, you can just watch this intro video, and it's really short, and then you can
See this.
just toggle
This is
through.
what I was saying. Is I get the job things to be an actor in these films. I got to apply because they email me all the time. It's called Golden Orb Productions, I think. It would be so funny if I got a gig in one of these and I'm just like a background actor in one of these films. Let's see if they show the propaganda.
The next one.
So your
Yeah,
papa.
I'm just gonna show you guys this video while I grade everything.
You know someone who's never.
Yeah, like imagine if I'm in this video.
loss in life
Like that's me. That's me in the photo.
or a traumatic experience.
That's
you have
me.
that? That's
That's
this
me.
is this video.
That's
Or irrational behavior.
I'm trying to lock in.
The painful experiences of
How you fuck that up?
Oh yeah, okay, wait, we can see he is wearing glasses in the reflection there.
This video kiosk was purchased with funds from the Braille Skateboarding channel. Thank you, Aaron. Cairo.
How you fuck that up?
You see this? He does have glasses on, but that looks so sus. Hat and glasses inside. Like, how is this lady not calling him out? 3 minute pause it.
Let him play, let him play.
Do you know someone who has never fully recovered from a serious loss in life?
Bye, babe.
Uh-oh, split them up?
That's my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's
hello.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
So do you live here in Chicago?
We just moved here like a year ago.
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes, ma'am. A country called Albania.
Really?
Yeah.
She seems kind-hearted.
Yeah, genuinely, I can show you if you want.
Really? You're from
Yes.
Albania?
Yeah, you know.
That is really awesome.
You know anybody from Albania?
I know someone from Macedonia.
Really?
Yeah.
Like here in
I just
Chicago?
No, my grade school teacher was from Albania.
A grade school around here?
We think he has glasses.
Florida.
At first, I was almost certain she was capping here because not only as an Albanian myself would I never assume that there are Scientologist Albanians. You know that whole sales tactic where you want to relate to the customer? But then that night I was reviewing footage at home and every name she gave me for her teacher and the kids ended up matching up. There is indeed a Scientologist Albanian family that's pretty popular within that community. Not only did all the names match, but to top it off, she is a teacher as well. I put it on my TikTok, and fun fact, many people claim to know that teacher. I was even more shocked to find out that Albania actually plays an interesting role in Scientology. It was one of the first countries to recognize
Wait,
them as
have
a
I missed like a
religion,
bunch?
and Scientologists actually celebrate that as they have their own Albanian Recognition Day. But also not too surprising at the same time because Albania does indeed have a history of being a non-religious country that got taken advantage of repeatedly throughout history. You know who was capping though? Your mom when she said she loved you? Me to this poor Scientologist lady.
I used to live in Florida for a little bit in Clearwater.
Sure.
He
I
knows.
lied to you about that.
She knows. Come on, bro. You gotta be more
How do you
chill.
want me to prove it to you? I have all my cousins in Florida. I could call them if you want.
Come on, bro. Chill.
Really crazy.
Yes,
You know
ma'am. Why?
He went too hard. It's over. See this heartbreak in the eyes right here? You can literally see the moment that her heart breaks. Damn.
I could call them if you want.
That's really crazy.
Yes,
You know
ma'am. Why?
That's where I'm from.
Clearwater?
My teacher was a Scientologist. She happened to be.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never met an Albanian in Scientology.
Also, in case you didn't know, Florida has the biggest population of Scientologists along with LA. So much so that they have their own towns that are
What's a little bit sad is if she says she grew up in Clearwater, it most likely means that probably her family was in the church and she was born into it, which I have the most empathy for someone that's born into it. And like I said, usually people quit in their 30s. She seems like she's in her 20s still. So it's like, damn, maybe she can quit later on or something. It is sad for real.
just Scientologists.
Been a Scientologist for a long time, and
Okay, two more.
their whole family, and they're doing very well, very successful. How did you come across Clearwater, Florida?
How I came across it?
Yeah, did your family move there? Or what?
No, I stood with my uncle for a little bit of time, and he was in Clearwater, and that was only for like 6 months until the tragedy happened. So I just kind of I moved out.
Oh, what happened?
Just some stuff I kind of had to like leave from. Me and my cousin Tony, not as much with me and him, but like more so with him that I had also I got into college, so I go to school around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something bad happened.
Watch what Amir does here, because Amir's really smart for this. I bring up that fake traumatic event with my
Not trying to get political, but I grew up with Mormons and a lot of them quit the church too when they move out in age. Nothing political about talking about religion. We're here to talk about Scientology and religion. People do sometimes compare them, but I would say they have some similarities, but then the main critique of Scientology is that it's very, very, very difficult to quit because they set it up in a way that you're going to disconnect from the family and stuff. From what I understand in Mormonism, you could quit and then still talk to your parents and stuff. Like they're not gonna ghost you. But obviously it's still hard and tough. But I think it's like a little bit more like possible, I guess. Kinda. Braindropper ex-Mormon here, very different both cults. What do you think of Salt Lake City, Brian? Is it a nice city or not?
my uncle that I used to live with, and then I try and brush that away
It
with.
still
I got
ruins
into
the
college
relationship.
here, which is why I moved here. The reason I did that is to see which one she bounces off. Because as mentioned, Scientology is a succubus for your trauma. Had she just kept that conversation going off of my college where I left off, it basically meant that they're not interested in me and being a part of what they got going on. Which happens a lot because Scientology is actually very selective with the people they pick. And our guests, sexy gingers and cowboy hats, are at the top of that list.
I'm jaking.
What the heck?
Not really, no. Not quite.
I understand you don't want to really talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's totally okay. Not a problem. Well, Tyrone, I have a question for you on this test.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the questions?
Yes. To an extent.
Okay. I can kind of see that from the test.
She's way
Right.
too sweet.
Do you do well in school, or you have a little bit of difficulty?
I'm a terrible test taker, multiple choice. Everything I do, I thrive in this program called Restorative Justice, which is it's my brain can't process anything multiple choice, no matter how hard I try. So it's partially kind of probably what happened on that test.
Maybe Scientology will help bro if he doesn't even know how to take a test. Maybe Scientology can help this man. He goes in there, oh yeah, I can't even take a test.
I'm doing good, I'd say. I only have A's and B's, so that's pretty solid. Yeah.
Do you ever cheat?
What was that?
Do you ever cheat?
Do I retreat?
Do you ever cheat?
Do I ever
Uh-oh.
cheat, like in school?
She's pigeonholing him in.
Well, now that AI is a thing, I think everybody cheats. It's more so using your resources rather than cheating, I'd say.
Sure, I understand. Okay, fair enough. No problem. Well, what led you to coming here? Has something happened where you feel like, I don't know, it's kind of shitty in your life and you couldn't forgive the person? And
She swore? Whoa, the recruiter can swear? I didn't know that. I didn't know they were programmed to do that. Wow, let's run that back.
Has something happened where you feel like, I don't know, it's kind of shitty in your life and you couldn't forgive the person and it kind of made you feel cold, or like, give me an understanding of actually excessive something like.
I was in the mafia when I was younger, back in all.
Bro, lock in, bro. You're telling her all this crazy shit. I'm in the mafia. Shut up,
I see
dude.
this one is filled with the items.
She knows
Auditing
you're not in the
can help fix
mafia.
this one.
She
That'll
knows
just
you
be
didn't grow up
10K
in
or so.
Clearwater. She knows, bro. Come on. It would have been funny if you held it together more. You think someone in the mafia goes to Scientology and tells them I'm in the mafia? Bro, chill. I feel like, honestly now, I feel like he's about to get kicked out of here. I feel like the video is going to be him getting kicked out now. He's too ham. He fried it. Damn it.
You are a goddamn liar.
I was in the mafia when I was younger, back in
She
Albania.
nods. Bullshit.
And I noticed it correlates a lot
She's like, oh, fuck this guy. Fucking troll.
with gang violence in, well, mostly Chicago, from what I know. But I know in the U.S., like, gangs are kind of like a problem amongst youth. That's something that I really pertained with, as a lot of my childhood was taken away from me kind of having no other choice but to blend in with those who raised me to kind of be a criminal.
I'm just saying
inside
she's
of-
like checked out now is what I'm saying. If I was the recruiter, my goal was to recruit this man, and someone starts telling me, I grew up in Clearwater. Oh, my friend was a Scientologist and then they quit. Oh, I'm in the mafia. You know that they're lying. Instantly know that they're lying. Like, instantly. There's no way that you think it's real.
really who I shouldn't have. Yeah. What was the question again?
Is this a second?
Tony. She said she had an Albanian teacher in Scientology when she was
You got an
younger.
Albanian teacher in Scientology? Does she
That's
still work
crazy.
here?
Not here. She works in Florida. Where
Florida?
remember when I lived in Clearwater?
Oh, yeah,
With
He
yeah.
Radim?
fried it.
With Fatim, yeah.
She's done.
That's what's up.
Tony Belsakovich almost sold the fucking clip here. I said his name was Ragim, he said his name was Fatim, but fuck it, we ball.
So Fatim is not your dad.
Fatim doesn't exist.
No. Fatim.
It's
We're
different.
the thing with Albanian cousins is a lot of times they're not even cousins. They just
Okay,
cousins.
So Jess and I are cousins then too.
They can't even get the
Awesome.
names
Me and
right.
Jessica-
Albania
cousins
are
too.
cousins. Okay, so ready? So this
Airball.
Dianetics, the modern science of mental health. So this is the one that you guys watched over there.
Whereas the
How much is it? How much? All right, chat. How much is it? I think it's. There's no chances it's less than $50. I think it's gonna be 65. She's just being polite. She's over. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Look, we're making lighthearted fun of these people though, but like I do feel empathy for them. And then you don't want to.
These guys are damn amateurs.
You don't want to live
Get
a
them out of
life
here.
where you're just getting trolled every single day.
85.
Every single day you're getting trolled, you know. So like I do have empathy with them a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if you got to see this yet, really. This is the one that you guys watched over there.
Whereas the big one.
Yeah, I don't know if you got to see this yet, really.
Yeah.
But okay. And then over here it says
2 hours later.
Dianetics gets rid of the reactive mind, and it's the only thing that it does. And actually, she has had enough auditing where she no longer has the reactive mind.
That's not true. You can't just get rid of the ability to act rather than think off of reoccurring $125 paid sessions.
So you're actually talking to someone really special right now, who
Damn.
literally, like, is the true testament.
I got to talk to her.
Of this book. Yeah.
Crazy.
So, anyways, like.
Do they have like pirated versions of these on the internet?
No,
Silly
because,
goose.
you know, that would be messed up.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of have a question, because you say pirated, that means like.
Whoa, he just said like, can I illegally download the book? He triggered her, I think.
Ways like.
Do they have like pirated versions of these on the internet?
No,
Silly
because,
goose.
you know, that would be messed up.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of have a question, because you say pirated, that means like just some random
Stolen.
thing.
No, pirated is like, like you know how you find free PD, not really knockoff, but
You know, like
you got
1, 2, 3 movies
like a
you-
textbook in school.
They're
Instead of
explaining
paying
piracy to her?
$200 for it, you get it for free, as you should, kind of. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like, have you heard stuff about Scientology? I kind of get this like feeling that like you've heard a little bit about it, and you're kind of like just laughing a little bit about whatever you heard.
No, not at all. I spoke to her more.
I told you guys, they went way too far, way too hard and fast. I feel bad for them. They just know. They're just like, are you just trolling us?
About it. I'm a person who I've been in a lot of situations in life, but one thing I've always learned is that I don't like to lean off whatever somebody else has said. I like to get that experience for myself. But in terms of Scientology, if that was something I'd laugh at it online as opposed to coming all the way into and doing a personality and giving a good amount of
That's
my
a good answer
information.
there.
I know I didn't give my address, but I don't give anybody that info.
I feel like the only thing laughable is kind of like what he said about the stuff that you see online. That's kind of like what we were talking about.
Yeah.
They be having like these crazy narratives about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Well, I really appreciate that you guys
Did I miss one?
came in, and I really appreciate it. You seem like the type of people that you don't want to be sold on something.
They're not even trying to sell the book. They realize that these guys are trolls. They didn't even sell the price of the book.
You want to look at it for yourself and experience it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the only reason that we're explaining this book is that, like I said, you get that free session,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a $125 value. So if you want to get it, great. Otherwise, you know, I told he's like our counterpart at night. He's super cool. Been in Scientology for a really long time. Totally ask him questions, and like I was telling Tyrone, like you guys can come here anytime.
She didn't de-stress this a lot. Basically that I'm welcome there 24/7.
We have people that come in every single
time.
day, so like you
Yeah.
never know who we're gonna meet. You know
To
what
be
I mean?
like converting people, like do they like?
Mostly like you, they're curious. They want to find out, and we have a ton of books on it, and you know, we don't want to push anything on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If feel free to not answer, but like, what made you guys so certain that Scientology was something you'd devote so much time to?
That's a good question. I mean, like, I don't know if Liv has a different answer than me, but like, I actually just saw that it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you don't, like, for example, I listened to a session before I even read anything. I was like, oh, guys, I'm too messed up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to fix me. I had comments like that coming out of my mouth. Okay?
Yeah.
But like right after, like my sessions that I had done, my whole life changed. Like literally 2 months after, I made like $10,000 right away. I like
Damn.
became a Spotify artist, and I had like 4,000 monthly listeners right away.
Yo, we got the testimonial. I made 10K. I made 10 bands on my Spotify. Yo, what? She's should we try to find the Spotify? Fuck.
Away. my whole life changed. Like literally 2 months after, I made like $10,000 right away. I like became a Spotify artist and I had like 4,000 monthly listeners right away.
You make music?
I make music.
Let's
like
hear the music.
Drop the
I'll
handle.
share with you guys.
Awesome.
I'll share with you guys if you left your number.
Yeah.
But
you got like a page and everything?
The Spotify?
Totally
She's super active on her Instagram as
Awesome.
well.
We just
We gotta get the Instagram and Spotify. We gotta figure it out, guys. We gotta figure it out. I want to hear these songs.
came off tour. We make music as well.
Oh, bro! Stop it! Bad boy. Shut the fuck up. It's all he ever does is say shit. Oh yeah, Clearwater. Oh yeah, I make music. I'm in the mafia. Fuck, man. How many things you want to fucking say?
We just came off tour. We make music as well. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what they call you?
Yeah, sure.
No, she doesn't know her own artist name.
This is actually my real name.
Now is the part.
Wait, please put it in.
No, she doesn't know her own artist name.
This is actually my real name.
Now is the part where I'm going to blue ball you and tell you no, I am not leaking it. There's a lot of things I can't put in videos for my safety and Tony Balsakovich's safety, including questions like how long we were in Scientology and certain rooms we were in, etc. Notice that I've even been cutting out their names. I've been getting a lot of heat for it in my comments. Y'all think I'm trying to gatekeep Shorty. I promise you I'm not. The human species is really weird, especially male counterparts. So even though she falls in line with a religion and belief that I don't exactly align with, I can't make it that accessible.
Interesting. I just wanted to hear the song, bro. You could have played some for us.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
I keep listening.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
What's going on in that room?
That's a chapel.
Let me just say the chapel room was weird as fuck. In case you can't tell, there's nothing really crazy in this episode. These are only our first 7 days or week or so within the cult, which is why I'm hopefully having part 2 coming soon, and that's gonna have a lot different stuff. Like it's gonna be.
Cheers
much better,
to that, brother.
It's events. We have like
keep
events.
the milk flowing.
From what we were told weeks later when we asked. Ended up sneaking in for a split second a few weeks later, prior to the juicy shit. And they basically just closed the doors on us and had us get out. So whatever goes on in the chapel room was not for us to know.
Is that something we're able to see too, or?
You want to look inside?
The
like
chapel isn't that like a speech or something?
Yeah, like we have events there. We had like a whole Dianetics event there on Saturday that you guys would have totally been invited to if I knew you earlier.
Yeah, no, we made the plan to come Sunday.
Oh, you're gonna come Sunday? But it was about Dianetics because we had like a whole.
They're too nice.
So like for example, like I'm
seems
telling
very
you all the books that
welcoming.
we have, but we literally got an ebook release. I think I told you. It's $60, but it's an ebook. So there was a release on that, and there were like a whole bunch of new books that were like basically released, you know. But anyways, yeah. Like, do you have any other questions about that?
Are we able to stay and watch the speech rather than that?
No, it's not a speech. This is a
like
staff.
an empty room almost.
No, I think what he's saying is this is day one. He's saying this is day one, but then in his commentary, I think he filmed a bunch of stuff, and then he's gonna drop all the parts now that it's over, I think.
You can look inside. It's not a speech. I don't know if they're having like maybe. It's Tuesday, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can stay for the TV night at 7 o'clock.
It's at 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, okay, perfect. So you could come back and there's gonna be food at 7.
Awesome.
But like right now, they're having a staff meeting.
Yeah, sounds
So
good.
this is for the staff.
This is the thing. Anyone has different religious beliefs to you, it doesn't mean they can't be a nice person. That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. Is even working for someone that is a Scientologist in their company, they can still absolutely be a 100% normal, nice person, and then they just have this other thing in their life. I think that was fine. That's why I worked for Braille. It was only when that they couldn't be separated anymore that it came to a breaking point, you know. People can absolutely be a nice human being, and you shouldn't just say, oh, this entire Scientologist, fuck that. Like, you know, I think you gotta have a bit more of like a nuanced view of it.
Alrighty.
You're not really gonna. It's not really gonna.
Yeah, no, we're just curious.
It's more just like, but they're probably just trying to coordinate, like, because every Tuesday night at 7 they have movie night.
Yeah.
Basically, so you can just stay and watch. but like they're probably just coordinating everything for tonight because there's 2 different teams. There's me and Olivia's team.
His quality
and
for
now
the
there's-
spy cam is really
normally
good.
leave at 6.
Really good audio
So,
and
like,
video.
I literally just spent all this time with you guys because like I care about like helping people. Like that's why we're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the plan. Ready? I'm
Alrighty.
gonna show you the movie,
All right.
and then I don't really know how long it is, but let's just see. I'm just curious.
Do you guys watch like movie
No, I don't
night?
think
You guys watch like Scientology movie, or just like you guys like?
It could be like a documentary about something, like maybe an artist who's a Scientologist
I drank like
or
half.
whatever. Depends on what they're playing tonight. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, when you guys get out, you need to call me, okay?
Sounds
and let me
good.
know.
Alrighty.
Do you think you're actually gonna buy it tonight or no? Or are you still doing your research?
It's not about research. It's just about whether we feel like coming back or not.
What are
The
you
book?
What are you looking for? Like, what exactly are you like trying to find? Are you trying to find something wrong with it, or
No.
are you like trying to find like
A
what
reason to
happened?
cling into it. Rather, this Scientology is not the only church we've walked
I
into.
want to figure you out.
Interesting.
You're kind of like.
I think if we look at it purely from a business point of view, I think the analytics would say once they buy the book, they're way more likely to come back. But if they leave without buying anything, they could walk away. But if they buy the book, they say, "Shit, I've already bought the book. I guess I'm gonna come back." I feel like that's why she's pushing it so hard.
Guy to me, because you're coming in here and you're like, I'm not gonna.
She's building rapport to
I'm
hook him in. Yeah,
blushing. I'm blushing.
I think she's good at sales. She's fooled us with her nice demeanor.
Because I'm calling you out. That's why.
Yeah.
But I just want to know, like.
About fine ins and outs, so you better chill
I'm
out.
a very blunt person, as
Yeah.
you can probably tell. I'm a very like, whoop. I just go right in. But the thing is like, and I make you.
Bro, these guys cannot fucking hold it together. These are not the undercover
Put me to the
agents
call.
we need.
I've
Listen
always
to
said
this.
so.
You better chill out.
I'm a very blunt person, as you
Yeah.
can probably tell. I'm a very like, whoop. I just go right in. But the thing is like, and I make you laugh. The
Yeah.
thing is I'm
What
very
the-
blunt.
Is that gonna happen else?
I was like, we wait, shut the fuck. Next time a shorty don't fuck with me, I'ma show her Scientology shit. How she all up on my case and shit. That's real love and shit. So regardless, I'ma end up dying happy and shit.
Oh,
What the hell?
Did I say something?
No, you.
Come on, bro. Hold it together.
So I am very blunt. I don't care what anyone says or like what they
Yeah.
try to make fun of Scientology. I can give 0 shits. Okay.
As you should.
As I should. What I really care about is
If you like had a hold of those people, would you do something similar to like what like Hitler did in the 40s to them?
Oh my
What the
god, bro.
What the hell is wrong with these guys? They had a good thing. Why do they keep sabotaging themselves? What the fuck did he just say?
Would you if you like had a hold of those people, would you like
Which people? Which people?
fun of Scientology. I can give I don't care what anyone says or like what they
Yeah.
try to make fun of Scientology. I can give 0 shits. Okay.
As you should.
As I should. What I really care about is
if you like had a hold of those people, would you do something similar to like what like Hitler did in the 40s to them?
What
Oh
the
my God,
fuck, bro?
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Tony Balsakovich has more turnovers than points right now. Thank God he has a teammate like me.
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
Or would you
Yeah.
just brainwash?
It's a good
Correct
representative.
answer. I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. Bro literally just said, hey, if someone insults you, do you want to kill them all? What the fuck?
And just not brainwash them, but would you try converting them, or would you just laugh?
He means,
Honestly,
would
I
you
feel
give
like
them
you're
like
putting me
the?
in a
Get this bro out of here.
No, he's not the best. He's not the best at
No,
wording.
that's-
I don't
Let
know
me.
if
Can I
you-
speak for you before you
Jesus.
sound
Compare me to
stupid?
Hitler, that's kind of-
No.
Yeah,
not at all.
correct.
What he
Slap this man. What the hell? Slap this
in a
fool.
really weird category.
no, he's not.
Or would you just laugh?
He means,
Honestly,
would
I feel
you give them
you're
like
putting me
the?
in a really weird category.
No,
Maybe
he's not the best. He's not the best at
No,
wording.
that's-
I don't
Let
know
me.
if
Can I
you
speak
just
for you
tried
before
to
you sound
compare me to
stupid?
Hitler, that's kind of-
No, not at all. What he means is
Yeah.
because would you still show them the? I don't want to say respect, but you said you're
Would you
invested in.
Would you try helping them, or would you? Just,
Yeah, like how you're invested into like giving us.
Nah,
your
just stop
ordeal.
talking.
Would
Just
you,
watch
like-
the
would
movie,
just
boys. You
brush them
failed.
off type of-
I don't know.
Watch the movie. You failed.
I'm here to make the able
Yeah.
more able. I'm not like people that are already able, right, doing well in life. I just want to help them do better.
Right, and then the people
As
who
for
don't,
people that are psychotics, I'm not
just
gonna go
leave
and
them
handle
alone.
them right away.
Okay.
Like, why would I go do that? I'm just trying to shoot myself in the foot.
Right, it's like talking.
There's two types of people. There's people that actually want help, and there's people that are just not there.
Yeah.
I can go waste my time with one person for hours, or I can actually go help somebody who's ready to
Right,
help
it's like
me
talking to
help.
a brick wall. Almost.
Why would I do that?
That was kind of a nice sentiment. She said, "Why would I focus on the negativity when I can focus on the positivity? Why should I waste my energy on negativity?" That's low-key fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. When a hypnotist installs a positive suggestion in an unconscious subject, he can make that person
See, imagine if this is me in the movie.
unknowingly act irrationally.
Good.
Anyone who has been hypnotized has been placed in a state of partial unconsciousness.
Roughly 80% of our time in Scientology was just watching these movies. Really weird because almost every movie was the same. It would be the same concept and plot and everything, just different actors. The one hallucination clip you saw earlier was probably the only bit of variety we had in our whole time there. Throughout Scientology, you see repetition a lot when you're actually in it. And the goal of that is to get you in a septic state so that no choice but to eat whatever you're being fed.
I'm gonna grab a
Wait, I
little
missed one.
water.
How are you?
Good.
I like your hat.
I appreciate you. What's your name, ma'am?
Lisa.
Lisa? I'm Tyrone. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
We're from a different country. It's called Albania. We moved here recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome.
How long have you been with the community?
So I moved here in February. It was 2 years.
Yeah.
I love it.
The movie nights were every Tuesday. Those were especially weirder. We'd always have sign-up sheets and everybody would claim they're going in terms of staff.
Sign-up sheets downstairs would always have names on them, but yet nobody would come.
And every time we went, we were the only ones there along with one other employee.
Dang.
So I'm interested in your feedback after you've seen these. And,
We'll stay for as much of it as we can. We must be out shortly though. We'll stay for, what time did we have to be there? 7:45?
Yeah, well, maybe
Yeah.
early.
yeah, so the first program I end at 7:30.
Sounds good.
So if you can watch all of that, then I'll be right out here. And, hey, nice to see you. And I'll be right outside. I'm just interested in getting your feedback at the end.
Sounds good. We'll do just that.
Excellent.
Thank you, ma'am.
Enjoy.
Dude, we're alone.
I know.
Okay, it's valid.
I feel like these chips.
Alright, I'll count that as an Elron.
Over.
Did you like it?
We were invested for a good portion of it. I recalled that whole sequence where the pregnant lady fell, and then what do they call it, like reaction off? It was on the Dianetics section.
Like scenarios similar to that when you think about your daily life.
Sure, absolutely. That's right. So that's true. So it reiterated that.
Yeah.
Good, very good. Makes sense?
It does indeed.
Does this sound interesting to you?
It does. It's very interesting. We're hoping to be back soon. Yes,
They still here or did they sit in?
Might be here, but usually they leave at 6.
All of them would claim that their shifts are 9 to 6, but yet they'd be there all day. There were times we were there at 10 or 11 p.m. and they were still there.
6.
If they're the day crew, they were the night crew.
What is offered here at night?
Same thing.
Same thing.
We're just
We put our numbers in.
You fill out one of those cards?
We filled everything out. They have everything of us. We missed you. You're supposed to be like, I missed you too. You in a fertile ass position right now.
You could have
What
tapped.
they got in here? Yo, what they got? Yeah, they got Scientology cafe in this bitch. If they have Albania, I'm copying ASAP.
Would you read it in that language, or do you know?
Yeah, it's more. We sound better in English than we can read, unfortunately.
You sound like a native
Native?
American.
Oh, that's a compliment.
You sound like a Native American.
Like a Potawatomi.
Not an Indian, but you know, like you were born here in the United States.
You fuck.
Can we order just one, or do you have to order a whole box?
It would say something like Mahonch Bibi Lushin on it.
Look at that nice display.
Mahonch. Yeah, Bibi Lushin. Just say it all together. Mahonch Bibi Lushin.
Mahonch Bibi Lush.
Yes, sir.
Kiflom.
You said it great.
No, we're gonna say Mahonch Kari.
Mahonch Karin, maybe. Mahonch, yes.
Mahonch Kardin.
Indeed. Did you miss us this time?
Yeah, the filming is
Good answer.
amazing.
For a long time. why I'm here.
Bro's decision.
All
Oh
for you.
shit. He's investing. No way.
A little exchange over who gets to do the invoice serves as proof that there is some sort of incentive for selling a book and gaining a sign up. I want to be clear that the sign up that they first do, the one we did in this video, it's not you joining the cult or the religion or whatever. That's just so they have you in their database so that they can send you email and everything. You're not officially a member yet. You'll become a member in the next episode that I will post soon. Here's
Hell
the book
yeah.
I ended up getting. I'm gonna put my membership card right here. You typically earn that within.
Damn.
You typically earn that within 3 to 6 months of being in the cult. There are instances where people have earned it in more time or even time as little as just a few hours.
No, we gotta get it signed. Can you sign
How
it for
much?
us for the memories?
Oh. Bro just does everything wrong. Bro is fumbling so hard. Can you sign it? What the? Come on.
Little as just a few hours.
No, we gotta get it signed. Can you sign it for us for the memories? Hell yeah.
In a real situation, this is meant to be, hey, my life is negative. I want you to do something drastic to help change my life. Not lol, can you sign my book for the memories?
On Spotify, we can remember it. For real? Say Pasha Zoltan.
Normally it's $22.05, but I can make it $25.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I
discount?
get the Albanian discount.
Damn!
That's in English, no?
Yeah, we couldn't find it, the Albanian one.
We have to like practice like back and forth, like reading words.
Popcorn.
Yeah, I got popcorn, goofy mother.
Serbianovic. Thanks.
And then what is your address?
She said $22 and she gave him 10% off.
Not her.
13th Street.
That's you?
That's me.
I love it. You sound like Post Malone. Are you
I'm gonna kill
Oh!
myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna.
Sound like Lil Pump.
Is it on Spotify? Send it to me.
I'll send it to you. I got your number from him. I'll send it.
Damn.
I peeps your IG. I'll send it.
I would so listen to that every day.
Thank you. I think she wants to listen to it.
Yeah, she did right. She heard it from a mile away.
I don't think she wants to listen to it.
You guys are funny. Okay, you guys grew on me. I like you now.
You hear that? I like you now. She was so nice to them the whole time. Then they hit her with the like, are you Hitler? And then she got all defensive. And then now they brought it back around. Holy moly. I like you now.
She did right. She heard it from a mile away.
Yeah, after he gave money. Yeah, give positive reinforcement after the money.
You guys are funny. Okay, you guys grew on me. I like you now.
Holy.
Whoever you desire.
Yeah, here it is. I still have it wrapped. This is because I'm doing a giveaway. I know that's something a bit weird to put in a giveaway, but trust me, it makes sense. As some of you may know from my other platforms, I'm not monetizing anything Scientology related. For many reasons, to be honest, but at the end of the day, profiting off of Scientology is kind of risky. So instead, I use my other videos that I have, TikTok particular. All the money I got from those, I ended up putting into a charity where I'm going to sell
That's nice of
Albanian
bro.
flags that I make. And all the money is going to an Albanian charity that I selected and believe in. One lucky-ish person is going to get the book and their shipping. So if you want to donate for a good cause, I will put the website down below when it is available. And thank you all for watching. Look forward to part 2 because I'm telling you, there's a lot more.
Awesome. You want to sit down?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
What is wrong with these guys?
Oh, my back. My back. I'm playing. I'm good. You're nothing but a fat Albanian ginger.
Walking with
Okay, yeah.
Hey, can I see your sunglasses real quick?
Oh my god.
Right? That's the camera.
No, they can't record even if I wanted to. You can Google the types of glasses they are.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh my god. Alright guys, that was way more interesting than I thought. I'll send it to both chats right now. Definitely sub to my man, Emiya. It looks like we're gonna get part 2 soon. He just posted this 2 days ago. Already got 77k views. So I'm very excited for the future with this guy. He's a bit fried. He's a bit fried, but it gives us some fun comedy. But yeah, we did good in the challenge. No one said Xenu, so I didn't get to eat cookies. I drank about half of the thing. And that's gonna be it for the Scientology video. So stay tuned for part 2.